Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Before we go much further, it's important to know that this broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Whenever you trade the financial instruments, there is a substantial amount of risk involved, and it's important that you understand the risk. All right. With that being said, let's take some risks. Let me take out my cough drop. And if today's your first day joining us, I want to say welcome. Good morning, Rao. Good morning, Suzanne, Carol, Edward, MJ, Ankh. Today, I know I clicked the go live button. And today is Tuesday, April 29th. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. You're still in the game. We're going to be showcasing the automated trading systems here at Right Line Trading. And just to avoid any unpleasant surprises, we make it a morning ritual to look at the news reports. Listen, this is a very news-driven market we're in. The market conditions can change very quickly, very quickly. And we have if someone is predicting the weather, a meteorologist, we have our Forex Factory calendar that lets us know of any storms coming through. And today, Tuesday, April 29th, it looks like it's a quiet morning. Well, let me not talk too fast. 9 a.m. We had an orange S&P, the CS composite, S&P CS composite. We have the HPI month over month. Big report at 10. Big report at 10. Please, if I don't remember, please remind me. 10 o'clock, we don't want to hold any open positions in a live account during that red folder report. I'm very conservative. If you're somebody that likes to take risks, you have the potential to make a lot of money on those news reports. However, it's a double-edged sword. You also have the potential to lose a lot of money should you choose to play these news reports. Consumer confidence, big reports this morning at 10. We got JOLTS, which is a big one, and consumer confidence is a big one. Right at 10 a.m. And those are the big ones this morning. Let's see what these early reports were that came out at 9 a.m., the S&P CS. Let's see the news report. U.S. S&P Core Logic, Case-Shiller, 3.9% annual gain. Down from 4.1 in the previous month. So a slight decrease from month over month on the S&P 500 Core Logic. $10 o'clock, big news reports, big news reports, 10 a.m. Jolts always gives us a jolt. So we also like to look at the overall trading environment. How has the market been looking this session, this trading session? Let's take a look at our 20 Unirenko on the NASDAQ from the overnight session. Here's the London Open. Woo, big down move. Big down move. The London Open. Go back even a little bit further. Asia, ooh, look at that. Little pop up for the Asian Open. And then London Open came and it went straight down. Not straight down, but it retraced from the big move up yesterday afternoon. Market doesn't like those gaps, and pre-market, we did take a leg down after a big move up yesterday. So the market's slowly retracing to the 50 moving average, which is this solid line here on my 20 Unirenko. Looks like I've got a few 20 Unirenko charts. Let's take a look at the E-mini. The E-mini. Now what we do is we run these bots, excuse me. The overnight session on the E-mini, kind of choppy. During the Asian session, the London session, it took a leg down, and pre-market, it's still headed down on the S&P 500. A little bit of a negative news report that came out at 9 a.m. pushed the price even lower. There's our 30 range. Let's bring our 20U back up. We're going to get ready for our power play trade of the day. Excuse me while I get my 20U back. There it is. Let's get ready to rumble. What we do, if today's your first day joining us, these automated bots, we let them run through the overnight session. Through the Asian Open, the London Open, and now getting ready for the New York Stock Exchange to open, we have what we call our leaderboard. Our leaderboard tells us which bots are performing the best in the current trading environment. We had a slew of one-day passes. These are our prop trading templates that are customized to pass an evaluation in one single trade. You could see in this session our gold and crude oil both hit. And we also had our ES30 range, which has been red hot. ES30 one-day pass has been hot. All three of those one-day passes got into the profit window. 2 out of the 3 went all the way. 1 came back and left us about $165 short. Still in a good position. And our NQ Smart Stop 2, that's running on a 30 range. Our 8 Unirenko 2-minute, all on the NASDAQ, were up nominally during the overnight session, pre-market. Good morning. Good morning, Chief. Wow. Wow. That's a monster trade. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. My beautiful wife brought me a Slurpee, a smoothie. Okay, let's get ready for the power play. The power play that we do each morning, the trade is actually executed on a 30 range on the NASDAQ. That's this chart over here. So I'm going to put my account in the power play, which it is. I'm going to make sure that my strategy is enabled, which it is. And the way this trade works is one of the core conditions. Good morning, Mukhtar. I sent you an email yesterday for the reset of your machine ID. The one of the core conditions of this power play strategy is we have a alignment in trend on our 20 Unorenko, which is the chart to my left, and my 30 range. What I mean by an alignment in trend is I'm specifically looking at my 50 EMA. You could see on my 20 Unorenko, which is my higher time frame, that I am below the 50. When I'm below the 50 on my 20 Unorenko, I'm only looking for a short trade on my 30 range. Well, right now on my 30 range, price is above my 50. This is my 50 here. Price is above it. I do not have an alignment of trend. Okay. In order for a short trade to be triggered on this 30 range, I need price to be below my 50. And I don't want to trade into any of these blue lines or red lines of support and resistance. And what I do is I take a trade copier and we let the market open at 9:30. Once things start to settle down and we feel the market has found a direction, we enable that trade copier and we look to take an entry. Our profit goal, it's important to know, I'm not looking to break the bank. We're looking for little bitty profits. We were looking to hit singles here. And we're looking to do it across 6 accounts in this case. And it doesn't matter if you have 1 account or 20 accounts. No showing 20U. Roberto, on your screen you don't have a 20U? Yeah, Nicholas. The owner of the company. Well, let's talk about it after the trade. And we had the big leg down pre-market. The market doesn't like gaps. Let's see if we can get a pop to the upside. At 9:32, we're going to give this a couple of minutes. Let's see what our 20 Unorenko does here. First, my lag is a little high. It's at 3.8. We want that to come down, which it is. Now we're in good territory now. Now I'm looking for an alignment of trend after 9:32 comes. There's a lot of algos that are firing off trades at the market open. That causes a lot of turbulence. We're going to let the algos get their trades off, let it settle down. And we're going to look to find a nice trade here. See if we get a break to the upside. The 20U is still right on my 50. It can go either way right here. Let's be patient. Break of this upside resistance would be good. I'm going to go ahead and enable it and anticipate a long entry here. There we go. We're in. Let's get some follow through to the upside here. Came back on us. came dangerously close to our stop. See if we can get a push to the upside here. Come on, bounce for me. Get in my profit window. Okay, 250 or 500. Go all the way. Go all the way. Nice. Okay. That was the power play trade of the day right there. Came very close to my stop. Holy moly. But that's how we do it. That's how we do it here at Right Line Trading. That power play morning trade. Picture perfect to the upside. Yes, sir. So that's 2 days in a row. Monday we hit a 250 and today we hit a 500. I exited. I pulled the account 20 out at 370, but the rest of them scored anywhere from 460 to 500. My two PA accounts right at 500. My three evals 460 and one other PA at 370. So across the PA accounts 1370. All of them combined just under $3,000 with that morning trade. At this point, I turn my copier off and I put it aside. And now I've hit my profit goal. Oh, hold on. That's our Vietnam vet, Perry. He's calling in. He probably can't find the stream. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. We have a new member. Happens to be a Vietnam vet. And just having a little trouble finding his way to the live stream this morning. Let me slowly get these iBots enabled. And let's let the good times roll. Oh, thank you, Charles. Anybody else get that power play this morning? Anybody else? Mukhtar got it. Oh, you got the email I sent. Roberto, let's go over how to build a 20 Unorenco chart again today. We did it yesterday, but let's do it again. Woo, that trade came down and gave us some heat this morning. Ah, Ronald missed it. Carol, you missed it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. No, this is a 20 Unorenco. You know what I started doing was because I want to get that morning move. It's been working so well that what I do is I pretty much disable all my other bots until I get that trade. And then after, at 9:35, I just go ahead and enable everything else just so I don't get that issue with the lag at the open. Now that the markets have settled down, let's take a look. Yanoop, if your power play bot didn't fire off, there's a good chance that we have an issue with lag. If the strategy was enabled and you were on the correct instrument and everything was set up properly, then what I would do next to troubleshoot is I would immediately go to my log. On your control center, there's a tab called the log. If you click that log and you have messages that say trade not executed due to excessive lag time, then you know what the culprit was. We have a safety mechanism, it's important to know, to prevent you from getting into a trade that price is already gone. You're looking at an illusion. You're looking at something on your chart that happened a few seconds, maybe 2 or 3 seconds ago. To prevent you from getting into a chart that's lagging or a market that's not on the current price, we have a safety mechanism that prevents the trades from occurring. So we keep a close eye on our lag using this market analyzer I have. I posted in the Discord chat. In the Discord chat channel we have, at the very bottom in the strategy collaboration channel, I posted last week, right here, on the 24th, I posted the lag indicator. You can download and import that. And then the market analyzer template that you would have to download and then follow this path. This path here. Documents. Once you download it, cut it, go to Documents, NinjaTrader 8, Templates, Market Analyzer, open that folder and paste the template that you downloaded. So first import the indicator. Next, you want to move that, download and save that template and move it under your NinjaTrader 8 folder. And you want to build yourself a lag. I call it the lagometer. Yeah, GP, we hit the power play. The power play is done today. We caught a move to the upside. Scored about $2,750 on our power play trade of the day. We just caught another beauty to the upside. You see my 20U is above my 50 now, and there goes my 30 range on this power play. And it's in another beautiful trade here. That's a very bullish candle formation, that hammer. Let's see if it can push up a little further into the profit window. We're looking to get 75 ticks of profit in order to get in our profit window. Once we get in our profit window, well, then it's a matter of how much are we going to make? Is it going to be 250 or 500? We're very close to that profit window. One more little push up. And you'll see the stop fly up, hopefully. That's doing what it did to me. Now it came back. And our stop, since it was so close, our stop was attached to the 15 EMA. So when that 15 EMA changed colors, boom, and it's right back in. It's kind of found the ebb and flow of this market right now. It's just not quite reaching my profit window. It's just short of it. There it goes. One more push and we're in. Ah. Bam, now we're in. And now it's 250 or 500. One more little push up is all it needed. But we got 250 on the trade. So that's the power play trade of the day. I'll show you the entry and the price. Somebody asked. Let's go to one of the Apex accounts. I got the long right here at 932. The entry price was 19,448 and a quarter. Went all the way. Came back. It gave us some heat. It bounced off the 50 and shot straight up into my profit target. All right, Suzanne, great job. Now we've got a big news report coming up at 10. Govern yourselves accordingly. Be very careful. I'm going to get these last two iBots cooking. The 30 range. Okay, here we go. Let's bring the ES up. This is gold. Here's gold, Ral. Gold is up to $3,333 an ounce. Amazing. Now I've got ES on the left, and I've got the NQ on the right. And let's see what kind of open positions we have. We're in quite a few on the iBot 16U. Let's check out that position on the iBot. Ooh, very close to the profit target. Here we go on the 16U. The ES30 star. Let's go take a look at the. Let's look at the ES30. That's one of our most profitable and consistent strategies that we've really ever developed. Thanks to one of our members, Robert. I'm going to change this to a range bar. Put it on 30. Now let's take a look at that ES30 range. Our ES8U scalper is in. The iBots are all in long. Remember, the iBots we're connected to a professional grade data feed that's streaming data right from the stock market. It's looking at imbalances of buyers versus sellers. And it's really a leading indicator. I like to refer to it as the fastest trigger in automation. Our mandate is to follow in the direction of institutional money. It's become a bit of a catchphrase with nobody really saying how they do it. Well, how we do it with these iBots is we have our finger on the pulse of the market, on the DNA of the market. with those market internals. Bam. That one hit a full winner. Beautiful entry and all the way. And here's our ES30. Ronald, nice. GP, that's contracts per minute. Another indication of institutional involvement is how many contracts are crossing. Well, we don't want to get into an environment when there's 100 or 200 contracts a minute on the NASDAQ. That's not institutional money. Those are retail traders causing chaos. They're not creating a trend. They're creating chaos. When we have a couple thousand contracts a minute on the NASDAQ, now we're talking. Now we can get some follow through and jump in on the trend that these institutions are creating. So volume is a very important variable that we look at. In fact, one of the conditions in our strategy parameters is a volume threshold. Oh, look at these iBots. Look at these bots all catching this long move. The NQ30 second is in a monster. Oh, we're back in on the 16U. We got some serious upside resistance. Congratulations, Ronald. Wow, nice one. Great job, Eckert. Great job, Eckert. Good observation, Suzanne. Oh, here we go. We're testing that upside resistance. That report's getting ready to come out at 10. Something just happened that caused a big burst of volatility. My lag just went to the moon. We've got those news reports coming down. Be careful. Now that ES30 range got into our profit window. You see, it came a tick away from going all the way, hit that resistance, and my stop automatically came up. I never want to risk more than I have the potential to make. Here, that one tick to my profit target, had my stop not moved up, could have cost me a tremendous winner. Now I know I'm going to lock in $900 regardless with the technology that we've integrated into this. I'm going to try to get my lag time back under control. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my open positions. At this point, I'm just going to close it, flatten everything. And I'm going to let my data come back. My lag time, you see it? Now it's back to normal. That was Alexa. I know the fireworks are going to start at 10. Congratulations, Eckert. Ron and Eckert both passed their evals. Suzanne got a nice winner on that power play. Okay. Hmm. Hey, Dr. Jeff, Dr. Phil. Is there a doctor in the house? Good to see you guys. Good morning. I can, Dr. Phil. The sniper's in on the 20U. Here goes our iBots on the E-mini, jumping in short. Here's the ES4U. It's right at the VWAP on that E-mini. Here we go. The news report's coming down in 5 minutes, everybody. Be careful. This is a red folder. You can see my open positions. These bots are plugging away. You can see my leaderboard is really starting to stack up. Got quite a few bots that are deep in the green. Dr. Phil. Cracking 1-0, getting started early. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. In college, I tell you, I used to be a beer drinker. Haven't had one in 10 years, though. Here we go. Let's get a pop to the upside. All the risks now off the trade on the 16U. My stop popped up, and now I've got a free ride. If we could push through this resistance, we've got a free ride at a home run. GP, I'm from Miami Beach, Florida. Went to school in New York. My family's actually from Philadelphia and New York. No, no, I was not. Ooh, we're in deep on these positions here. Let's see if we could turn it around. They all went long. They all picked up a buying pressure. All of our bots. We're coming into this 10 o'clock news report. Let's see. We're in the 600 tick. Boy, that one last week. Wow, that's 600 tick. Really hit some home runs last week. With this news report coming out in just a moment, you probably don't want to be in a position on a live account unless you want to go for the gusto. Okay, we've got 1 minute for the report. 1 minute. Our bot that's doing the best on the NQ is the NQ 32nd. Let's go to the iBot 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, we're within 1 minute of that news report. Perry, I hope you found your way, my friend. Here we go. There's the news report. That red folder is going to cause some lag. It's just normal. Now, once things do settle down, now the system will automatically, because we're getting this lag, automatically will not take a trade until it settles down. So it's kind of a built-in feature where it won't execute a new trade if there's a lot of lag that news reports create. While we're waiting for this to settle down, I was going to take a look. Let's pull up the trade performance. We started the week a perfect 2 for 2. And on that power play strategy, the power play through Monday and Tuesday, we're batting 1,000. $2,000 across three PA accounts this week. And 2,051. So we're 2 for 2 on the power play. And we look to make $250 to $500 a day. We use a trade copier. And I've been using about 6 3 evals and 3 PA accounts. I'm looking to turn these 3 evals all into PAs, all into 50,000 PAs. I've got a strategy in mind. I'm well into the payout phase of these 150,000 accounts and even the 300,000. I can request payouts in all of them. Okay, we're in long. We're in long on the ES4U. We're above the VWAP. I like the position. Let's check out the iBot 600 tick. That one crushed it last week. The iBot 600 tick is shooting for the moon. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a leg up. All right, there you are, Perry. God bless you, sir. I'm getting some lag on my NASDAQ. That news report threw my NASDAQ off. You can see here on my lagometer, I'm about 53 seconds behind. I'm curious to how this one plays out, so I'm just going to let it go for now. I know what my chart, you're looking at something that happened on the NASDAQ 55 seconds ago. Hey, ICT Ninja, welcome. Welcome. You've come to the right place. We've got some incredible bots here fully automated, that run within the NinjaTrader 8 platform. Let's see if we can push through this. We got quite a bit of upside resistance. We've got some turbulence here. Fasten your seatbelts here. If we're going to move through some turbulence to the upside, it could get a little bumpy. Bam! It popped right through. Almost. One last leg. Our stop just popped up and locked in a nice profit. We can go for very ambitious profit targets and still lock in a couple of legs of profit on the way to the moon. If it comes back, we're still going to make about $1,000, but you know what? We're in the game here for 1,500. Wow, look at these bots, man. Let me get my lag back under control. Take a look where, oof, look at this. This market is on fire. Let's get these bots enabled back up. That news report, when those red folder reports come in, great trade, Rao. Let's take a look and see what that news report was. Whatever it seems to be a pretty good news report that came out. Oh, no, it wasn't. Well, I see one negative and one question mark. The U.S. consumer confidence plunged in April. Plunged. The U.S. job openings and labor turnover, the jolts. Little change. Little panic. The consumers are feeling a little bit of panic with those tariffs. You would think the market would shoot down, but it really had the opposite effect. The market actually went up on that report for the short term. Okay, let's keep going. Really excited to be on Wednesday on a prop trader special event. I was invited to participate on the Investors Summit. It's a prop trader special. I'm going to be showcasing these automated bots and kind of doing a deep dive into exactly how they function. That 600 tick just took off again. But whether you trade a prop account, a live account, a sim account, where do you live, Perry? I'll come on over. The Investors Summit, my presentation is at 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock Eastern. And I just want to thank Perry again. Thank you for your service. Anyone else that served, any first responders, any physicians, nurses, firefighters, thank you for your service. Perry made it home from Vietnam. You're a hero, my friend. God bless you. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. Thank God you made it home. That's what really why I chickened out. Um, I was born in the late 60s, and as a child, I heard the stories, and I wanted no part of it. But you went, man, and you came back. Kansas City, that's a little too far for me. But if anybody's in the Kansas City area that doesn't mind giving old Perry a hand. Now, listen, we've got some people here that can help you remotely. Um, when you say set up your computer, I'm assuming you're talking about like out of the box. You just purchased a computer, you need to plug it in and set up the monitors. And we've got Charles, who's a saint, and he's extremely knowledgeable and patient. And if anybody can walk you through it without being there, my money's on Charles. Rao, you're 100% right. All right, let's see if we can take a look at one of these trades. Let's stick with our leaderboard. The IBOT, I'm in a loose position here on this one day. Oh no, the 1 day pass. The ES30 range took another trade on the 1 day pass. It was a loser. Oh, the 30 range 1 day pass scored. Wow. So there were 4 1 day passes that all hit a winning trade today. Perry, you could schedule 2 back-to-back meetings. There's no extra charge. Not for you. Let's take a look at the IBOT, the NQ30 range. That's a really fun strategy. If it can find its way and get some wiggle room, breathing room, NQ30 range. Here it is. This can be a really can hit some home runs. This one. The ES20 range drone is in. Oh, the ES4U just jumped in. Go back to the 600 tick. All right. Well, I'll tell you, the nice part about that power play strategy is it doesn't require a lot of screen time, does it? I mean, we're done almost each day before 10 a.m. We're done. Perry, what you missed today was the our trade, our power play trade of the day. We scored. We made it 2 days in a row. Last week we went 4 out of 5. This week we're 2 for 2. And God is good. The trading gods are with us. I assure you, I'm not a good trader. It's absolutely this technology and good luck or God's will. I'd like to think I'm in good standing and I have good karma. Exactly, Rao. It gives you a lot of time for whatever else you like to do. But man, if we go back, let's take a look at the grand total. I get so happy every time I see it. Let's go back to January 15th when this ride first started with the power play. It's 3.5 months now. So I would say it's not a fluke. And we're going to ride this thing until the wheels fall off. And hopefully that won't be anytime soon. God willing. Wow. Just over 29,000. This performance froze me up for a minute. Really sorry. The Chief. Amen. Amen, Perry. We got to get the Chief and Perry together. Let's go analysis. Look at this beautiful analysis. Oh my goodness. Mm. So here we are on the power play. Over the course of January 15th to April 29th today. This is on a daily. So this is going day by day, and you can see that beautiful equity curve. Only a couple of drawdown days, maybe 3 or 4, or maybe 5 days that we had losing days. But for the most part, I mean, this equity curve, looking at it on a daily, is very smooth. Now, if we go to weekly, it smooths out even further. This is the number, $29,000. If it wasn't all recorded and done live on YouTube, I wouldn't believe it myself, to be honest with you. What we're doing is we're really defying the odds, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. These prop firms, and this is why I really believe that this system is the ultimate prop trader's edge, because and it goes for a live account too. But why it's so significant for prop traders is this power play strategy and the results that we're achieving defy the odds. And I mean that because these prop firms put into place a consistency rule. Why do they do that? They don't do it because they want you to be a consistent trader. They do that to prevent payouts, right? They think that you're going to get tripped up if you have to trade consistently over 8 or 10 trading days. They don't think you could do it, especially if your biggest day cannot be more than 30% of your net profits. And especially if you can't risk more than 30% of what your profits are. See, they've thrown in that extra consistency layer. You know, they started with one consistency rule and it evolved with Apex 3.0 into consistency 3.0. And now they have two little fine prints about consistency. But the good news is this power play, the way that we do it, automatically conforms to their rules, and it will provide us with consistent payouts. Consistent payouts. Really, the number 1 and 2 rules of the strategy is patience and discipline, really. Discipline, and I mean that in a regard where we practice good trade management. Capital preservation. If we hit our profit goal, if we hit our loss limit, we either celebrate and we're done for the day, or we put our tail between our legs and we go home and we try to do it again tomorrow. But let me tell you, that equity curve that I just showed you over 3.5 months with no drawdowns, hitting single after single, there's not one home run in there, but consistently hitting base hits. That's right, Federico. The Chief, I was just saying that. You and Perry, I'm sure, can share some good stories. Okay, we're back in. Just getting this lag under control. That report really took my system for a loop, but we're back in the game. My NASDAQ 30 range is in a monster. I want to put the, ooh, look at that. It's in our profit window. Here we go to the downside. It's down 1450 on the 30 range. ES8U scalper. Now this AI bot, our scalper, man, AIES8U scalper bot. That's the drone. The bot's doing even better. Bot's up 900 on this position. Perry, the power play only uses on the minis. It uses one contract. I'm glad you brought that up. So we're not, listen, we don't need, to be Donald Trump and, a billionaire to play this strategy. If we were trading a cash account, I mean, I think bare minimum, you'd want 2,500. Anything above that, just to give yourself some cushion, would be nice. But for the micros, I set somebody up yesterday. I can't remember exactly who. Oh yeah, it was. It's right on the tip of my tongue. His father is very ill. He's caring for his father. His email address is "Who is Jesus to you?" Anyway, we set his power play up for the micros. And we did it with 2 micros where if he gets in his profit window, he either makes $50 or $100. $50 or $100, and it stops. And we do it again the next day. Oh, you're welcome. Maybe that was you, Chief. Oh, I'm sorry. Shoot. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, you're very welcome. It was you. Oh my. Yeah, I always enjoy talking to you, Chief. The you're a good man too. But yeah, 50 or 100 with the two micros, and that would only require, to trade micros, if you throw $1,000 in there, you got more than enough. Okay, we're back in on the 30 range. Let's see if we can catch a trade to the downside. ODP. Yeah, the ODPs were hot today, Rao. 4 out of the 5 ODPs hit today. Other than that, and the power play. I've been sipping too many pina coladas. I like that. I do love pina coladas. And you're the guy with the metal detector. I thought I saw you around my chair the other day. You always see one of those guys. They've got their earphones on and their metal detector. I always wonder what the heck you guys find. All right, coming up right behind me. Let me put the link for the Investor Summit. Coming up right behind me is is David Wise. He's going to be trading our SPY super system. And whether you trade options, futures, forex, cryptos, it doesn't matter. David Wise is an expert trader, a professional. I'm watching this trade out of the corner of my eye. Look at our profit target. It's right below support. It's not a good thing. So tomorrow, my presentation starts at 3. The event starts at 10:30, and this is a prop trading special. I've got to put the registration link on a notepad first, so if my screen flashes. Okay. This is the Investor Summit for prop trading. It's the prop trader special. How to pass, profit, and prosper. Okay, here comes the link. Boy, that I thought we were going to get stopped out this morning. That price action. Yeah, 3 Eastern, Perry. That price action, man, it flew down. And this is Wednesday, not today. 3 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday. Oh, oh shoot. I just accidentally closed my chat. Let me go back. Okay, here we are. All right, there's the registration link. That's a live event we're doing Wednesday. It's a prop trader special event. Ooh, Steven. Steven's on the board. Let's go to the Steven drone. The Steven bot's up 630 today. Steven drone is up 330. Let's take a look. The 75 tick power play filter was up $63 today. I made a separate strategy. Is distance to first target. I made 75 to put it in our profit window. Our power play, it looks like it was break even today. But the one trade we took, most importantly, was a good one. We made it count. MJ, what we do is what I do is I really focus on my morning power play trade. To be honest with you, however, if that doesn't set up or it's not successful, our methodology is to really let the data dictate our decisions. I always put an extra weight on the what have you done for me latelys. These are the what have you done for me latelys. You're right. Today, all the 1 day passes are at the top. Then my power plays with my Apex accounts. Um, so in this trading environment today, where you really don't have a regular bot that's thriving, it might be a good day. Unless that changes, it might be a good day to just sit on your hands. Um, when the current trading environment isn't producing results, it's best not to trade at all. So our leaderboard, let's go over the leaderboard. This ES8U might jump up on my leaderboard with that open position. That's always now that if they haven't been performing well in the current session, I always go to my trade performance and use my filter and I look and see how they've done for the whole week or the whole month. And I look for my strongest bots with that performance metric that NinjaTrader provides us with. It's a very powerful tool. Here we go. But I always hear David Kushner and David Wise, whom I really have a lot of respect for, and Craig Emery. I always hear them say, we don't have to trade every day. If things don't set up or they don't look, if everything doesn't meet our requirements for an entry, don't take the trade. Don't trade. Just because you're in front of the chart doesn't mean you have to take a trade. That's a theme the two of them always harp on. But just to go over our leaderboard, we actually did hit 4 of our 1-day passes today. 2 of them took other trades and now they came down. But at one point there were 4 of them up here. Gold, crude, the ES, and the NASDAQ. So the 1-day passes are working very well. Next up in line was our IBOT 30S. What we're looking at here is the Steven, the 8U on the Steven. You can see the name of my bot right here in my account name. That's what we're watching. The Volkswagen found its way to the top. $633 in profits. The Steven bot and drone. They like this environment. They're liking this environment. The 20U Mac truck. That's one of our powerful strategies. That one I always, when people ask me, hey, which ones do you think would do the best? And it's always the NQ20U, the Power Play, the ES30 range, the ES8U. Those are our most powerful AI bots. Now our iBots, really the whole portfolio at any time can, bust out with some mind-boggling numbers. So all of the Apex accounts, we hit our Power Play trade of the day. The iBot 16U is on the leaderboard at 500. ES30 range, the NQ30 range with the velocity, and the ES Smart Stop too. So that was the leaderboard today, and the day is young. Some of these bots are just getting warmed up, especially the iBots. They go right to the market, the closing bell. And our ES8U, I could see is starting to work its way back up on our leaderboard. It's in another trade. It just closed out a trade for $1,000, and it jumped right back in and caught the reversal. And it's up over $1,000 again with a trailing stop. GP, if you go to our website, I'll put our website address. It's rightlinetrading.com. rightlinetrading.com. And on our website, under the trading systems, we have the iBot and the AI Auto Trader. Those are the two systems that I'm showcasing today. And you can learn more by clicking on those blue buttons. It's rightlinetrading.com. All right. I want to say congratulations to everybody that did well today. I took a little picture earlier so I can remember Ronald, Suzanne, Eckert. Those 3 I know for sure hit. And I hope you did too. And if you didn't type it in, that's okay. Now we're starting to get a leg up on this market. We're going to close with 2 open positions, one on the E-mini and one on the NASDAQ. And we're starting to get some traction here to the upside. You can see my open positions. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of them deep, that 600 tick, deep in the green. I bought 600 tick. E-mini AI E-mini 8U scalper. GP, jump on in this service. I'm telling you, we're doing something that's very special here. With these consistency rules that these prop firms put on us, we've got a game changer. We've got a hack that beats the system. And for our members that have been joining us here, they can attest to the fact that we've been beating their system right here on YouTube Live. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to close out with this trade. NASDAQ's pushing higher. E-mini's pushing higher. The numbers don't lie. Thank you, Dukester. The Dukester. Trying to see what the stock market looks like. Ah, thank you, Perry. Dukester's in Vegas. Behave yourself now. I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. All right. The 600 tick drone made its way back to just 420. Who knows? Maybe it'll end in green territory. And the AIES8U in a monster. Thanks for joining me today. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. Gives us new eyes on our products and services. And God willing, we're going to come back tomorrow, try to make it a perfect 3 for 3. We're 2 for 2 this week, 2 for 2. My goal, my bare minimum goal, I look to win 4 out of 5. If we win 4 out of 5, we're doing good. We're going to be doing really well. 80%. We can win 80% of the days of our trading days. And when we lose, we stop at our loss limit. You're going to accomplish all your trading goals. We all will together. Thanks again for joining me today, everybody. Let's do it again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same channel. Have a blessed rest of your day, everybody. See you tomorrow, Rao. They will try to get your wages over there. That's right. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to sign off.